Hi guys, how you all doing? I hope you're well. Apologies for the radio silence on my front. Oh, it's just been a busy old time and yeah, lots of change to update you on and chat with you guys about. So I'm just kind of making this video mostly about the reasons why I have chosen to go back to work and why being a stay-at-home mum wasn't what I thought it was going to be, but also just to like update you on how it's going and to say hi because I miss you guys and I haven't uploaded in ages, and I don't know, it's probably been like 2 weeks or something, but it feels like ages. So I hope you're all doing okay, and yeah, let's crack on with this update, with chatting you guys through what's been going on. So why being a stay-at-home mum wasn't for me. Oh my goodness, like I want to start off by saying that I feel mega guilty making this video because I wouldn't ever want Lawson to watch this and feel like I didn't want to spend time with him or anything like that. Basically, so as you may well know, in September, I quit my job in July after going back very briefly after maternity leave, and so from kind of that point onwards I was a stay-at-home mum. I still worked a few evenings a week teaching dance, but for the majority of my days and nights I was with Lawson as a stay-at-home mum, and that was kind of what I was doing. And it started off really well, and I was super motivated and just super happy to be at home and just spending time with him and getting to see all of his developments and milestones and things like that. And that's the side of it that I am going to miss because I love being with him. I love it. But so it all started well, and then basically the last probably about 3 months or so, you guys, like it's been going on a long time, I have just felt really lonely, really unhappy, and really just unmotivated to do anything with Lawson. And so our days would literally, I kind of got myself stuck in a rut and I couldn't get myself out of it because I was constantly feeling overwhelmed because I was so alone all the time. And I remember thinking every Sunday night just like, oh great, I've got to go back to being on my own again tomorrow, like, and I was just so lonely. Yeah, mentally I just kind of wasn't in a good place. I am one of those kind of people that overthinks everything, and left to my own devices, that's not great. Like I would just sit there like every single day and just think about stuff, and it's not good for me. Like I don't achieve anything by doing it. So yeah, that wasn't good, and my mental space wasn't great being a stay-at-home mum. And I think it got to the point where with Lawson I just couldn't muster up any motivation or creativity to do anything with him at all. Like even going to the shops felt like effort, going to soft play was like no, doing anything for him to be stimulated and to have fun, I couldn't seem to get myself to do it, to bring myself to do it. And it got to a point probably in November actually where I had a couple of weeks where I was really down. If you follow me on Instagram, I think I documented it quite well on there, like just updating on how I was feeling and stuff. Yeah, it got to a point where I was just feeling really down, and I knew something had to change. I was feeling overwhelmed on a daily basis and feeling like anything that Lawson did that was like slightly out of routine, or if he had a tantrum, or you know how it is, like just the everyday stuff that happens, I would snap like that. I had no patience, I had no sort of I was like very short fused, I think. Oh, it's just started snowing, I think. Aww, damn, we've got to go out in a minute. Anyway, yeah, I was very impatient with Lawson, and I felt overwhelmed. Like one thing would happen and I would just be like, if this is too much, I can't do it. And I felt like that every single day, and it really started to take its toll, and I didn't feel like I had any balance at all. Like I would try and do stuff for me, like I would go out in the evenings, I would even have like spa treatments and things like that. And I would feel so relaxed while I'm there, and I would be like, oh, I need this, and then the next day I'll go back to being with Lawson, straight back to where I was, like straight overwhelmed again, and nothing I seemed to do could get me out of it, and so I was in a pretty bad place, I guess, with it, and yeah, I felt like I wasn't being the best mum to Lawson that I could be, but I didn't know how to get myself out of it. And so yeah, that's where this new job came in, which I started this week, and I am working 3 days a week now, a Monday, Tuesday and a Wednesday. I wanted to put the 3 days all together so that I could be kind of fully involved in work and then fully at home when I'm at home. So I'm not like work, home, work, home, work, home, because I like mentally that would mess me up. So yeah, I like to be in like work mode and then mum mode, which seems to be working well. So yeah, I started this week, and oh my goodness, it's been so hard. Not only have I been full on exhausted because I'm not used to working, but it's been really hard leaving Lawson. It has been, yeah, probably one of the hardest weeks like ever, bar Lawson being in hospital probably, but yeah, leaving him, especially him starting nursery as well, it's just been a massive change for all of us. On Tuesday it was really difficult because I dropped him at nursery. It was his first full day there, and he was screaming, and I full on just like sobbed and broke down in front of everyone. So that was embarrassing, and yeah, that was really difficult. It has been really tough leaving him, and because I'm still teaching dance in some evenings as well, it means that on a Monday and a Tuesday I just don't really get to see him. I get to see him for about half an hour and that's it, and he's in bed by the time I get back. So that is literally heart-wrenching. Like, it's horrible going from being with him 24/7 to only being with him not very much. It's a really hard adjustment. But I think the turning point this week, because I was ready on Tuesday night, I was like, I can't do it. I'm not cut out for this. I'm not cut out for a stay-at-home mum. I'm not cut out for being at work. I was like, ah, you know how it is, just, you know, emotional breakdowns and all that. But I had a little thought, and I thought, actually, do you know what? I would rather this and have a few days of really gut-wrenchingly missing my baby than have 5 days a week where I cannot be bothered to do anything with him, and I'm taking his time for granted. I would much rather it this way. I think this is much better for Lawson, it's much better for me, and I am finding balance, which is lovely. Work is still hard, like I'm still settling in, and I'm still a complete newbie, and I need to learn the ropes, and you know, everything that comes with a new job. It is difficult, and I think I will settle in soon in the next few weeks, I'm hoping. But yeah, I just think this is better, this is balance. I feel like I'm really cherishing my time with Lawson now. I don't feel overwhelmed. The loneliness feeling has just like gone. I don't feel lonely anymore. And yeah, I'm just feeling so much more in balance, which is kind of what the aim of this whole thing was, I suppose. So yeah, it's been a tough old week, but a good one nonetheless, and I think each week is just going to get easier now, isn't it, as we settle into a new routine and things like that. I have really missed like going on social media and being on here.